नमस्कार। दूरदर्शन स्पोर्ट्स में आप सभी का हार्दिक अभिनंदन। आप देख रहे हैं कार्यक्रम वर्ल्ड कप अड्डा। आईसीसी क्रिकेट विश्व कप 2019 की मेज़बानी इंग्लैंड और वेल्स कर रहा है। आज की तारीख 19 जून 2019 और मैच नंबर 25 खेला जाना है। बेहद महत्वपूर्ण मुकाबला न्यूजीलैंड जो कि अब तक अनबीटन रही है वर्सेस साउथ अफ्रीका जिसने अब तक 5 मैचों में सिर्फ एक जीत हासिल की है। तो आइए क्रिकेट पे चर्चा करते हैं। मैं हूं अमित अरोरा और यहाँ दूरदर्शन दिल्ली के स्टूडियोज में मेरे साथ दो मेहमान हैं, उनका परिचय आपसे कराना चाहूंगा। स्वागत कीजिए लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल उत्पल भट्टाचार्य का। जनरल नमस्कार।
नमस्कार।
साथ ही जीशान उल यकीन हमारे साथ हैं, पूर्व क्रिकेटर, आपका भी स्वागत है।
बहुत शुक्रिया।
आप ही से शुरू करूंगा। आज का जो मुकाबला है, अभी तक टॉस नहीं हुआ, तो यूं तो बारिश नहीं हो रही, तो उम्मीद है कि खेल आज देखने को मिलेगा।
बिल्कुल, देखिए मैं तो चाहूँगा कि खेल होते रहना चाहिए। जैसे कि पीछे भी न्यूजीलैंड एक पॉइंट लूज़ हुए हैं उनके, अगर मैं न्यूजीलैंड के एस्पेक्ट से देखूं तो एक पॉइंट लूज़ हुआ है हिंदुस्तान के अगेंस्ट उनका, लेकिन न्यूजीलैंड अच्छा खेल रही है। वो चाहेगी ज़रूर कि ये मैच हो साउथ अफ्रीका अगेंस्ट। जो साउथ अफ्रीका की जो परफॉर्मेंस है उसके हिसाब से वो ज़रूर चाहेगी कि खेलें और उनके परफॉर्मेंस के हिसाब से मैं उन्हें मात दूँ और फिर 2 पॉइंट लेने की कोशिश करूँ। तो मेरे ख्याल से न्यूजीलैंड भी चाहेगी और हम सब चाहते हैं कि मैच होने चाहिए, हमारे एस्पेक्ट से भी और स्पेक्टेटर्स के एस्पेक्ट से भी।
Absolutely, of course, the venue today is a very historic Edgbaston in Birmingham, and it's interesting that this will be the first match of the ICC World Cup 2019 that will be played at this venue. General, this venue has got a lot of sporting heritage.
Absolutely, there's no doubt about it. I mean, a lot of records have been made over here, you know. Brian Lara, the county cricket here is a Warwickshire.
Okay.
It is their home ground, and it's little away from London, and whole lot of diaspora of Asian people, generally Pakistanis, lot of Indians also stay here. There is a folklore about this ground, you know.
Yes.
Like one of the most noisiest ground in the world is Eden Gardens.
In Kolkata, India.
In Kolkata, with the 1 lakh people there.
Yes.
When Andrew Strauss was a captain in 2013, they won the match against Australia. He made a comment, well, this is our Eden Garden, where we are playing with 12 people, 11 of us, and he showed the crowd, they are playing for us. So a lot of histories have been made over here. Last Champions Trophy we lost against Pakistan, 2017. Before that, in 2013, we beat the host country England over here by 5 runs.
Okay.
One of the most exciting final it was.
Yes.
Another match, I think 1981, 1981 Ashes series.
Okay.
Australia had to score 151 in the 4th innings to win the Ashes.
Right.
Ian Botham was the record in chief. He took 7 wickets. Australia was all out 121.
Yes.
And they won by 30 runs.
Wow.
Again, Ian Botham, first salute to the crowd.
Yes.
So it's such a noisy, this thing. It's a very famous ground. Yes, you are right. This time, no match. This is the first match, I think. There is an absolutely very famous ground. A lot of histories have been created here. In 2011, when he
Yes.
did pretty badly in England,
Yes.
Jahid Khan
Yes.
got injured, Gautam Gambhir had to come
Right.
back, Virendra Sehwag went late and joined, got a pair in the second test. That time they made a record against us in this ground. They scored more than 700 runs.
Right. Well, let's
at
hope
Edgbaston.
today when the match happens, we get an exciting match, because I was reading a tweet by Kevin Peterson and he was saying that this World Cup 2019 edition desperately needs a match which goes down to the last ball, क्योंकि अब तक जो मुकाबले हुए हैं 24 मुकाबले, वो काफ़ी हद तक एक तरफा रहे हैं। आपका अब तक सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग मैच कौन सा लगा वर्ल्ड कप में?
देखें, सारे मैचेस अच्छे हुए हैं, लेकिन जो एक मैच न्यूजीलैंड और बांग्लादेश का जो मैच हुआ था, वो बहुत ही ज़्यादा,
न्यूजीलैंड जीता
वो
था।
बहुत ही करीब का मामला। एक लगा था मुझे कि ये कोई भी जीत सकता है आखिर तक। ऐसे बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग मैचेस हुए हैं कि एक सर्टेन टाइम तक वो एक टीम अच्छा लेके आई है और फिर वो एक कुछ गलत शॉट्स खेले, बैट्समैन आउट हुए और फिर वो टीम वहाँ से ख़त्म हो गई। तो इस तरह के बहुत सारी चीज़ें हुई हैं वहाँ पे। लेकिन एजबेस्टन में एक बात ज़रूर है कि यहाँ के विकेट, मेरे को याद होगा दादा आपको कि लास्ट जो 2017 में हम लोग हारे थे पाकिस्तान से, इसी ग्राउंड में शायद हम लोग हारे थे, चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी वाला।
No, that was Oval.
ओवल में था।
Your final was in Oval.
ओवल में।
But you are right to an extent. The semi-final match
हाँ।
in 2017 was played here, which we won.
अगेंस्ट हम लोग जीते
We
थे।
won against Bangladesh.
बांग्लादेश के अगेंस्ट जीते थे।
You know, this is the best part, that when you talk about a certain venue, there is a certain history to it. So let's see what statistics have to say when we talk about Edgbaston, Birmingham. So this is how the history has, in terms of statistics at a glance. You've got the ODI matches played here. 171, Glenn Turner of New Zealand with the highest individual innings, and that was versus East Africa in 1975. General, that dates back to the first World Cup.
Yeah, he scored that run against that time Zimbabwe team, used to be known as the East African. And another thing, that was the only team against whom we won in 1975.
Oh, that's right. That's the only win for India.
Only win for India.
Farooq Engineer man of the match.
Yeah, J.S. Hazelwood, correct. This is that highest team total, that was in ODI, 408 for England, and they bet New Zealand very badly, more than 200 runs.
Yes.
That was absolutely a thumping victory. Lowest team total again 70, that was in 1977. And highest run chase, of course, 280 for 4, that was the highest run chase. And another highest was there, of course, that was in Test match, when they scored their maximum 710 for 7. And who was there at the receiving end?
Yes.
India.
बट आज अगर मैच देखें हम, तो जिस तरह से बीती रात बारिश हुई है, अभी बारिश नहीं हो रही है, वेट आउटफील्ड के चलते टॉस में डिलेड है, तो क्या लगता है यहाँ पे जब मैच होगा कितना एक स्कोर बन सकता है?
देखिए, एजिबस्टन का विकेट बहुत अच्छा विकेट है। आप शुरू से अगर आप देखें 1970 से अगर आप देख रहे हैं, 75 से अगर आप देख रहे हैं, और लास्ट जो हाईएस्ट स्कोर वो भी अगर आप देख रहे हैं कि 400 से ज़्यादा रन किया है इस विकेट के ऊपर मैच, तो वो ये यहाँ के विकेट कंडीशन यही है कि ये ऑन एन एवरेज, इसका एवरेज अगर आप देखेंगे 260-70 का एवरेज है इस ग्राउंड का, यहाँ पे बनते हैं इतने रन। डिपेंड करता है कि ये कंडीशन क्या होएगी अभी, इसलिए कि टॉस अभी हुए नहीं है। टॉस होने के बाद से वो डिसाइड करेंगे कि कंडीशन कैसी है विकेट की, वो मॉइस्चर कितने हैं उस विकेट के ऊपर। जैसे लास्ट नाइट बारिश हुई है, जिसकी वजह से आप बता रहे हैं कि चारों तरफ अभी भी वो ख़राब हालात हैं उसके, तो ये सारा चीज़ डिपेंड करेगा। अभी जब टॉस होने का डिसाइड करता है अंपायर, तभी हम उसके बारे में ये कह पाएंगे कि इसकी विकेट कंडीशन क्या है, और फिर ओवर्स कितने होते हैं, तब हम लोग इसके ऊपर में ज़्यादा बेहतर तरीके से नज़रिया अपना रख पाएंगे कि हम वो कौन सी टीम पहले बैटिंग करे, कौन सी बाद में करना चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए पहले, रन कितने बनेंगे, ये हम टॉस हो जाता है फिर हम लोग उसके ऊपर
बिल्कुल टॉस का बिल्कुल इंतजार है। और दोनों ही कप्तान, चाहे केन विलियमसन की बात करें न्यूजीलैंड और फाफ डू प्लेसी साउथ अफ्रीका, जरूर आज मैच जीतना चाहेंगे। साउथ अफ्रीका के तो लगभग मस्ट विन सिचुएशन भी है, लेकिन अब तक ये दोनों टीमों ने वर्ल्ड कप में कैसे स्टैटिस्टिक्स हैं, आइए देखें। तो ये देखिए, न्यूजीलैंड won by 7 wickets. This was at Eden Park when New Zealand only hosted that World Cup. That was in 1992. South Africa won in 96. South Africa won at Edgbaston in 99 as well. Thereafter, it's New Zealand in 2003, 7, 11, also the semi-final in 2015. So, General, it's New Zealand 5, South Africa 2.
There are some histories attached to it. Serial 4, New Zealand 1. If we could go back to the previous slide. The point is, if New Zealand won by 9 wickets in 2003, and that were in South Africa.
Yes.
When South Africa got a bashing like that, that was the ignition point of Sean Pollock's retirement.
Okay.
It was a disaster one.
Yes.
That you are playing in your home ground and you are losing against New Zealand, who has never been able to put their hand on the World Cup. They have never reached the finals. And South Africa is such a hotshot team, and losing against them in such a manner, and that's how there was a total turtle thereafter in 2003. Sean Marsh probably could have continued his cricket for another couple of years, got more than 400 wickets. What a legend he was. Not Sean Marsh, sorry.
Sean Pollock.
Sean Pollock.
Yes.
But he had to leave after that.
Retired.
This is one of the matches which they had to face.
Absolutely.
Otherwise, also last World Cup, semi-final, South Africa versus New Zealand.
Yes.
That was the semi-final.
Yes.
South Africa was about to win. George Blivett.
Yes.
Blivett scored that 84 not out.
Yes.
Will win innings. That took the match away from them.
Yes.
New Zealand won. So in World Cup, New Zealand, you were right, they won 5.
Yes.
And South Africa could win only twice.
So जिशन भाई, आपको क्या लगता है, न्यूजीलैंड का दबदबा तो देखा है, 5 बार वो जीते हैं, साउथ अफ्रीका सिर्फ 2 बार, तो यहाँ पर खेल की शुरुआत से पहले क्या हम कह सकते हैं एडवांटेज न्यूजीलैंड?
हाँ ज़रूर, न्यूजीलैंड अच्छी टीम है अभी के वक्त में, उनके पास जो बैट्समैन हैं वो भी बहुत अच्छे हैं और परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं। सबसे बड़ी चीज़ ये है, ये पीछे अभी उन्होंने मैचेस खेल के वो जीत करके अभी 7 पॉइंट है उनके, कम नहीं है, 3 मैच में उनके 7 पॉइंट हैं। तो मेरे ख्याल से 4 मैच में 7 पॉइंट है उनके, एक मैच हमारे से 1 पॉइंट
ड्रॉ हुआ था जी।
वो अभी जो कंडीशन है उसकी, उस हिसाब से जैसे आप साउथ अफ्रीका की टीम को देखें, उसमें कुछ प्लेयर्स जो चोट होने के बाद जो उनकी कंडीशन हुई है उनकी टीम की, थोड़ी सी डिसबैलेंस टीम हो गई है, कुछ और भी कंट्रोवर्शियल बातें आई हैं जिनकी वजह से ये सारी चीज़ें हो रही हैं। लेकिन मेरे ख्याल से ये मैच बहुत अहम मैच है साउथ अफ्रीका के लिए। अगर उनको थोड़ा सा भी अगर चांसेस हैं कि कम बैक करने के लिए टॉप 4 के लिए, तो यहाँ से उनको शुरुआत करनी पड़ेगी साउथ अफ्रीका को, और वो ज़रूर कोशिश करेंगे। मैं आपको बता रहा हूँ इसलिए कि आमला वापस साउथ अफ्रीका टीम में आ गए हैं और लास्ट मैच उन्होंने खेला भी है। ठीक है, उनके स्टेन नहीं है, एंटीनी नहीं है, थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम है उन लोगों को अभी इंजरी का लेकर के, लेकिन ये मैच मेरे ख्याल से बहुत अच्छा। लेकिन अगर आप कहेंगे कि दोनों टीम में बेहतर कौन टीम अभी के वक्त में है, तो नो डाउट न्यूजीलैंड थोड़ा सा तो ज़रूर बेहतर टीम अभी मानी जा रही है।
जी, वेल राइट नाउ वी कैन आल्सो ट्राई टू गो अक्रॉस टू लंदन। आई थिंक वी आर जॉइंड बाय आवर कॉरेस्पॉन्डेंट Anil Thomas. He'll be actually joining us in a short while from now, so we'll get you a live update from England as well. But General, very quickly, let's look at both the sides and what changes do you expect in the South African side? The last playing 11 was Hashim Amla, Quinton de Kock, Peluk Bayo came at number 3 in that match. Aiden Markram played, Captain Faf du Plessis, Wander Dusen, David Miller, Chris Morris, Kagiso Rabada, Imran Tahir and Buron Hendricks. What could be possible changes to this?
You see, the main thing is, it's now around 3:15, 3:13. The match must start by 3:45. If it becomes 3:46, the reduction starts.
Yes.
45 minutes loss of time, there's no reduction for 50 now.
Okay.
That much of a cushioning is there. The lunch break is reduced. So then the team compositions might change. Like Hashim Amla is basically a test player. He's a magnificent test player. He never fails in 2 innings consecutively. He is having a little tough time in the World Cup, but he had some good match against Afghanistan. The opening wicket partnership of Quinton de Kock and Hashim Amla, that base is very important for the team. Suppose the match becomes reduced to 35 overs, then Hashim Amla, I feel, might not be there. Even if he is there, he will not open.
But let's assume for now we'll have a 50-50 over match. What changes do you think Proteas could do?
Hashim Amla will play.
Okay.
Because there's a question mark about his inclusion in the team because he's not having a good time.
Okay.
But Hashim Amla will definitely play because one of the best paced battery is with the New Zealand. Not only Trent Bolt, Ferguson, Henry, then Nisham, then Tim Southee might play today. He's fit, I understand. So with that pace battery, they will put Hashim Amla, if nothing else, as an anchor man at
पर आपको लगता है जिशन भाई एक बदलाव ये हो सकता है कि क्योंकि एनगीडी अब फिट हैं तो वो टीम में वापस आ सकते हैं साउथ अफ्रीका में?
अगर वो फिट हैं तो वो ज़रूर उनको इस मैच में चांस मिलना चाहिए, लेकिन मेरे ख्याल से अभी देखेंगे, इसलिए कि ये डिपेंड करता है कि वो कौन सा ये मैच किसके अगेंस्ट में, न्यूजीलैंड के अगेंस्ट में। एक जो बॉलर चले आ रहे हैं, आप किसकी जगह उन्हें खिलाएंगे अभी के वक्त में? अगर रबाडा खेल रहे हैं उनके साथ में, और जो उनके पेस बॉलर्स हैं वो सारे अभी ठीक ठाक बॉलिंग कर ही रहे हैं, जो उनके हैं। ठीक है, रबाडा बहुत ज़्यादा 5 विकेट टोटल लिया है दादा मेरे ख्याल से उन्होंने अभी तक सारे मैचेस में विकेट उनको मिले नहीं है।
एनगीडी को खिलाएंगे और किसके स्थान पे खिलाएंगे?
एनगीडी खेलेगा। आई मीन इफ इट इज बिकॉज़ इट्स 50 ओवर्स,
अगर 50 ओवर के मैच होते हैं तो जी
तब कम होने से भी खिलाएगा। ही इज फुल्ली फिट, ही इज डेयरिंग टू गो, ही विल प्ले। इवन they might sacrifice Chris Morris, you never know. Because
always Morris ही sacrifice किया।
He's a very useful player, let me tell you.
But he is very useful.
He contributes to the bat and the ball. Felukwa will
फेलुकुआ को हो सकता है कि ये
playing well.
पोजीशन भाई फेलुक बायो ने पिछली बार जब नंबर 3 पे आए बैटिंग भी कर रहे हैं और विकेट भी ले रहे हैं, तो उन्होंने कंट्रीब्यूशन रहा।
नहीं, वो देखिए मॉरिस को भी अगर आप 4 नंबर भेजेंगे तो वो बैटिंग करेंगे। मॉरिस भी अच्छी बैटिंग करते हैं, उन्होंने प्रूफ भी किए हैं बहुत सारी जगहों पे अगर आप देखेंगे। लेकिन वो ठीक है, अगर वो जहां आप फेलुकुआ और मॉरिस की बात करेंगे तो मेरे को लगता है कि फिर वही मॉरिस ही सैक्रिफाइस करेंगे एंटीनी की जगह पे।
Because general, you always advocated that pace bowlers also need to work in tandem. So given that Rabada has been doing well, you rather have NGD, support him from the other end.
No, he is in good form. That is the main thing. Pairs and all, of course, it's a factor. But वो bowling भी अच्छा कर रहा है. He got injured. He has missed 3 matches already. He has been practicing for the last 3 days. I understand yesterday while He was asked, what is your fitness level now? It is 200%, you do 205. Easy. He is itching to be unleashed. So, and that Lungi, they call him.
हाँ यस
Lungi.
एक और उनमें बड़ी
Lungi
खासियत है,
will
बड़ा
play.
एनर्जेटिक प्लेयर हैं वो, जो वो एंटनी के साथ में एक बहुत बड़ी बात है ये,
Yes.
तो बहुत ही एनर्जेटिक है वो। ग्राउंड में आप उनको बॉल करते हुए आप
अच्छा,
देखेंगे तो वो ना एक एटमॉस्फेयर भी डेवलप हो जाता है उनकी वजह से। लाइक रबाडा इज़ अ वेरी सीरियस प्लेयर, ही स्माइल्स वेरी स्लो, यू नो, ऐसा लगता है बहुत ही सीरियस प्लेयर हैं वो, जबकि यंग है, उनको थोड़ा और ज़्यादा वो होना चाहिए। वो एक अगर वापस टीम में आते हैं तो ज़रूर थोड़ा फ़र्क पड़ेगा। और मैं आपको कह रहा हूँ कि साउथ अफ्रीका यहाँ से अगर शुरू करेगा और आखिर तक अगर करता चलेगा तभी वो कोई चांसेस बचते हैं, अदरवाइज़ यहाँ ख़त्म मीन्स वो ख़त्म।
बिल्कुल। न्यूजीलैंड की बात करना चाहेंगे, और अगर हम देखें पिछले मैच में अंतिम 11 उनके किस प्रकार थे, तो मार्टिन गप्टिल और कॉलिन मुनरो सलामी बल्लेबाज थे। नंबर 3 पे खुद कप्तान केन विलियमसन जो कि बहुत अच्छी फॉर्म में है। रॉस टेलर के पास अनुभव है। टॉम लेथम उनके विकेट कीपर हैं। नंबर 6 पे जेम्स नीशम, कॉलिन डे ग्रैंडहोम, मिशेल सेंटनर, मैट हेनरी, लॉकी फर्गूसन और ट्रेंट बोल्ट। क्या आज केन विलियमसन अपनी टीम में कोई बदलाव कर सकते हैं?
Yeah. But Team Saudi, if he's fit, he will definitely play. Nisham might not play. I mean, the Team Saudi has to be given a match. Team Saudi and Trent Bolt, they are
Yes.
the main players.
ये
And
दोनों
it's heartening that Tim Saudi is fit now.
हाँ
Good
Yeah,
news.
So he will definitely play. Team Saudi, if he is fit, he will play. Rabada, if he is fit, he will play. No question about it. One chap will not be dropped from South African squad, I can tell you. That is Imran Tahi.
Yeah.
हाँ
He will not be dropped.
इज द हाईएस्ट विकेट
he
टेकर
is-
स्टिल
he is
फॉर
abs-
साउथ अफ्रीका।
He's absolutely game
Yeah.
for the team. There's no doubt about it. He's one of the best leg spinners. Look at the way he has got the wickets in IPL also.
या
So to that extent, Grandhomme might be given a rest. I mean, nowadays you don't drop a player. You give him a rest, or you just manage the team that way. So it is not a question of dropping. But Rabada, and Lungi and Gedi, and from their side, Team Saudi, they have to be given a match. Because now it's entering the business end.
Yes.
In fact, today is the 25th match.
Yes.
You have just crossed the halfway mark.
Yes.
There's going to be 48 matches, you know.
Yes.
Yes.
9 teams each playing against each other, 45 league matches, 2 semi-finals and one final.
यस
So out of 48, we are in 25th.
So out of the,
Congratulations, you have
thank,
crossed 50.
thank you very much. But like Zishan Bhai said that his favorite so far the 24 matches is that New Zealand versus Bangladesh, where the Kiwis eventually won by 2 wickets. Of the one that you watched so far, which one stands out?
This one I agree with him. Second one is when Andre Russell threw the match away.
Ah.
You
The,
remember that?
the West Indies lost to Bangladesh.
No,
No,
West
no.
Indies, no. That match, West Indies lost against England.
Okay.
West Indies lost against England. That match he threw away. Otherwise, he got a sixer that over. He got a boundary that over. There was no requirement of his fielding. You remember that
Yes.
when India lost against England in Wankhede, I'm talking about 1996, Kapil Dev was the captain. Poor chap has to lose his captaincy because of that. He hit a 6, he hit a 4, and again that deep mid wicket Mike Getting took the catch.
या
So sometimes they call it rob shot, rush of blood shot. This rush of blood is required to be, controlled at the right moment. That match was also, they were so close, but still so far they lost that match. They got bundled out. They were all out, West Indies. At one time, the scoring rate, the number of wickets,
वो
they
भी
were
याद
played
करेंगे
by-
दादा आप कि वो जो मैच श्रीलंका वर्सेस ऑस्ट्रेलिया जो हो रहा था मैच, जिसमें भी लग रहा था कि बहुत
Yeah, but that was
बिल्कुल।
little premature. Karuna Ratne was doing very well. So was Kushal Pereira.
Yes.
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 That opening
Yes.
partnership.
Yes.
But they were going very slow.
And Angelo
They are
Matthews has
going-
not been scoring. Matthews, with all his
That
experience.
match, now that we have mentioned, they are going very slow, though they scored 100 runs in the opening partnership. Like chase of Bangladesh yesterday.
that's tremendous.
That chase, they were never behind the scoring rate.
Yes.
Yes.
When Shomo Sarkar got out,
Yes.
the scoring rate, they were making 7 and required rate
Tamim
was
and Shakib Al Hasan.
6.44.
Yes, yes,
Right.
you're right.
The Tamim and Shomo
Shakib.
Sarkar made a tremendous
Yes.
Foundation. Sobosaka might have scored 29 runs
Yes.
only.
Yes.
More than 29, I think.
29 he scored.
Okay.
Yes.
And thereafter, on that platform only
Absolutely.
he exploded.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And in fact, it's interesting to observe that India will actually be playing Bangladesh at this very venue itself, Edgbaston in Birmingham on 2nd of July. And before that, at the same venue, India will be playing hosts England as well. But right now, we can cut across to England, from where our correspondent Anil Thomas joins us from London. Anil, thank you so much for joining us on World Cup Adda. First of all, what's the weather like in Birmingham? Because I believe the toss has been delayed due to wet outfield there.
Well, exactly. The toss has been delayed, but the good news here is the sun is out in its full glory. The hide and seek that the sun was playing with the clouds is suddenly over, and we see the sun coming out, and you can see sun rays on my eyes. So it's a clear indication that the sun is glowing. We'll have to wait for the pitch inspection at 11 a.m. here. That's roughly around 3:30 in Indian time. And at this point, as we speak, if 11 o'clock, if we have a clear-cut indication about when play will start, there'll be no overs lost in this particular match.
So Anil, so far this is the 25th match. We have seen 4 matches being washed out due to rain. What's the Met department there in England saying in terms of the other half of the World Cup?
Well, not positive news, I would surely say, but you can't blame ICC, you can't blame English and Cricket Board for the way this particular tournament has been scheduled, because they have been at the wrong end of the stick for getting the wrong end of the stick for long. But the scheduling, I think, what needs to be, they need to be criticized for not investing heavily on covers. But having said that, if you compare it on a year-on-year basis, last time around the same time in June, the rain that you saw in England was roughly around 2 to 5 millimeters of rain, and this time around we've just crossed the first quarter of this World Cup, and we've already seen a little over 100 millimeters of rain. That clearly indicates that investment deep into building huge infrastructure is fine for the game, for taking the game forward, for taking the the commerce model of the game forward. But you also need to invest deeply in covers, because a ground in India has brought covers from England. But here, this particular venue to this World Cup, many stadiums you'll see that the covers are not there to cover the ground entirely, and that's been a big drawback of this particular World Cup. You feel bad for the hosts when they are criticized, but the groundsmen are doing the best that they can, because till last night there was rain in Edgbaston in Birmingham, but the groundsmen have done a good job. We'll have to keep our fingers crossed and hope that across the World Cup, the remainder of the World Cup, because this is where it gets interesting. We are at that 25 match stage,
Yes.
and from here it could be crucial for teams. It could be make or break for many teams. If South Africa pick a point today and the match is lost, South Africa could very well say goodbye to their World Cup campaign. So it's a crucial juncture, and I think every team will value 2 points from every game that they play from here on.
So Anil, I believe you are in London, so please do tell viewers of DD Sports, how far is Birmingham from where you are? And since this is the first World Cup 2019 match in Birmingham, we don't know much about how the wicket will behave.
Well, this particular wicket, Birmingham wicket, has a huge history. Remember that first-class knock Brian Lara played of 501. This is also the home to the county club Warwickshire, and you've seen great knocks here. Remember, South Africa don't have a great history on this particular track. Australia was a South Africa 99 World Cup, where that mix up between Alan Donald and Lance Plusner proved costly, and Australia walked into that final. So all in all, it's not a great, I would say, a great memoir for South Africa to play on this ground. But this ground plays generally good. This is the stadium in England, the first stadium in England that had floodlights, and this is the second test venue. That's not all. This particular venue is going to play 5 crucial games. India is going to play 2 crucial matches on this ground. India is going to take on England, followed by a daybreak, and then taking on Bangladesh on this very venue. And that's not all. This venue will also play host to the second semi-final. The team that finishes second in the points table taking on the team that is third. So it's going to be a crucial ground purely in terms of from an Indian perspective. If India finish second, we're going to play a semi-final on this ground in Edgbaston in Birmingham. Having said that, if the unique thing about Birmingham City is that Birmingham is connected to the rest of England. Roughly in a span of say 90% of the rest of England is well connected from here. And if you look at going through Lords from here, it will roughly take you around 3 hours if you use private transport. But if you take the roadways, it could be 4.5 5 hours of journey. And if you go by road, purely by the national bus service that's here, it's going to take you around 5 hours.
Right. Anil, thank you for all those valuable inputs. We've got a couple of guests here in the Delhi studios. They would also like to ask you a couple of questions. Let's begin with Lieutenant General Utpal Bhattacharya first.
Anil, good afternoon.
Good
Firstly,
morning, gentlemen.
we remember you only when it rains in London. Point is, it's a little non-cricketing subject. Suppose the World Cup is being held in the subcontinent, India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, and there are 4 matches washed out because of the rain in the World Cup. You know who would have criticized the maximum? Indian media. Indian media would have criticized maximum 4 matches washed out. I must congratulate you. I mean, one can't really control the weather, and as you very rightly mentioned, the previous year it was only 2 millimeter. Now, in the first quarter, it's already 125 millimeters, so it cannot be controlled all the time. You remember a match was washed out in Eden Gardens, and the cover was not there, this, that, and all. So we came down very heavily on ourselves. This
True.
sort of things can happen. I'm very happy that you are doing a great ambassador's job and telling the reasons why it cannot be held. So what, 4 matches have been washed out. Thank you, doing a great job.
Zishan bhai.
नहीं, मैं अनिल साहब से
See,
सिर्फ नमस्कार अनिल साहब नमस्कार।
नमस्कार।
सिर्फ ये बताइए कि आपको पेपर में कुछ और कुछ क्रिकेट से रिलेटेड कुछ न्यूज़ नज़र आई कि अभी भी वही हाल है कि एक छोटा सा 200 वर्ड की न्यूज़ आ रही है?
देखिए, यहाँ खास बात ये रही है कि अगर कल इंग्लैंड 150 रन से जीता है, अगर इसी मैच का जीत अगर भारत के मीडिया या फिर भारत के अखबारों की तरफ नजर डाले तो फ्रंट पेज पे सब जगह ये जीत बड़े बड़े अक्षरों में या फिर एक बड़े पिक्चर के साथ लिखी जाती या हमें देखने को मिलता। लेकिन यहाँ बिल्कुल उल्टा है। यहाँ अगर आप कोई भी अखबार पे देखें, फ्रंट पेज पे दूर, स्पोर्ट्स पेज पे भी एक मेंशन है कि इंग्लैंड की जीत एक अच्छी जीत के साथ, और एक रिकॉर्ड का मेंशन है कि इयन मॉर्गन ने जो रिकॉर्ड बनाया कल, और इंग्लैंड की टीम ने जो कल 25 छक्के उस मुकाबले में मारे, और इयन मॉर्गन ने एक नया रिकॉर्ड बनाया जो 16 छक्के का एक मुकाबले में रोहित शर्मा, क्रिस गेल और 1-2 खिलाड़ियों के नाम जो रिकॉर्ड था उस रिकॉर्ड को तोड़ा, और एक मुकाबले में सर्वाधिक सिक्सेस मारने वाले खिलाड़ी वो बन गए 17 छक्कों के साथ। तो ये एक मेंशन जरूर है। यहाँ वो क्रेज नहीं है क्रिकेट के लिए, क्योंकि यहाँ अगर देखें परसों ही इंग्लिश प्रीमियर लीग का ड्रॉ अनाउंस हो गया है, और ज्यादातर अखबार जो खेल के पेज है उसमें ज्यादा फोकस ये रखे हैं किस तरह क्लब्स अपनी प्रिपरेशंस करेंगे, पॉल पोग्बा जो मैनचेस्टर यूनाइटेड के बड़े खिलाड़ी है उनको किस तरह से बेचने की कवायद चल रही है क्लब के बीच, ये ज्यादा मायने रखते हैं और ये ज्यादा फॉलोइंग है यहाँ अखबारों में, यहाँ के लोगों के बीच। तो जो चीज दिखता है वही अखबार भी लिखते हैं। तो मैं कहूंगा ये एक साफ संकेत है कि मतलब ज्यादा बदलाव नहीं हुआ है यहाँ के अखबारों में जिस तरह से फॉलोइंग या फिर जो खबरें हमें देखने को मिलती है। हाँ, जरूर कुछ डेलीज में हमें जरूर देखा कि खबरें हैं कि इंग्लैंड ने जीता और इंग्लैंड की 1-2 स्टोरी हमने जरूर देखी, लेकिन अगर आप सारे अखबारों को लगा के देखें तो मैं कहूंगा अखबार छूट ही जाएंगे, आप उन अखबारों पे नजर ही नहीं डालेंगे अगर आप बड़े अखबारों को देखें। ऑनलाइन में जरूर प्रेजेंस है कि जिस तरह से इंग्लैंड की जीत को कवर किया गया है यहाँ के अखबार, यहाँ के जो वेबसाइट्स है, लेकिन जो अखबार हमें देखने को मिला हमें कहीं भी ऐसी बड़ी खबर को नहीं मिली। और यही वजह है जो भट्टाचार्य जी ने भी कहा, यही वजह है क्योंकि जब कवरेज इतना नहीं मिलेगा तो आलोचना या फिर प्रशंसा दोनों ही नहीं होगी। तो ये एक बहुत बड़ा पॉजिटिव फैक्टर है। यहाँ विश्व कप का ऐसा हमें क्रेज देखने को नहीं मिलता।
नहीं तो
जो लोग गेम की बारीकियों को जानते हैं वो मैदान पे जरूर आते हैं गेम को देखने के लिए। इसके अलावा ज्यादा लोग हमें देखने को नहीं मिलता। अगर भारत, पाकिस्तान, श्रीलंका, अफगानिस्तान और बांग्लादेश ना खेले तो मैदान में आपको उतना कम या फिर मैदान में आपको बड़े आसानी से टिकट्स मिल जाएंगे उन मुकाबलों के लिए। जो दूसरे मुकाबले या फिर दूसरे टीम्स खेलते हैं उनमें आराम से आपको टिकट्स मिल जाएंगे मुकाबला देखने के लिए।
तो अनिल भाई सिर्फ ये सारी चीज़ें आप जो बता रहे हैं मैं बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है सुन के आपकी बातों को, लेकिन मैं सिर्फ इतना कहना चाहूँगा कि कहीं ऐसा ना कर सकते हम कि वो क्रिकेट के मक्का को शिफ्ट कर दिया जाए हिंदुस्तान में किसी शहर में।
देखिए, क्रिकेट का मक्का अगर कोई माने ना माने, क्रिकेट का मक्का तो इंडिया ही बन चुका है। अगर आप देखेंगे आईसीसी जो टूर्नामेंट है 11 स्पॉन्सर्स है उनके पास, 9 स्पॉन्सर भारतीय कंपनी है। और आईसीसी के विश्व कप यानी इंग्लैंड में मेजबानी हो रही है और इंग्लैंड का सिर्फ 1 या 2 कंपनी है जो इस विश्व कप को स्पॉन्सर कर रहा है। तो एक सीधा क्लियर कट मैसेज है, भले ही हम माने कि मक्का यही है क्रिकेट का, लेकिन अगर आप कॉमर्स के हिसाब से या फिर ट्रेड के हिसाब से मक्का या फिर फॉलोइंग के हिसाब से देखें तो मक्का भारत बन चुका है। तो ये सिर्फ औपचारिक रूप से या फिर जिसे कहते हैं ना ऑफिशियल
Announcement.
क्रिकेट का एक तरह से गढ़ है, लेकिन क्रिकेट की जो छवि है या क्रिकेट को जो आगे ले जाने की जो भूमिका है, वो हर एंगल से मैं कहूंगा भारत या फिर साउथ एशियन कंट्रीज बन चुके हैं.
So, Anil, as you said that in England perhaps there is more following for soccer than cricket, since it is Kiwis versus Proteas today. What's the status in New Zealand? Do you think they love their cricket first or rugby?
Well, New Zealand are a mixed bag. You not many, there are few people who have traveled. There is a small bunch of New Zealand people who have traveled to watch this particular game. They don't have a huge fan following for the game, but whatever little that they have dedicated people that travel with the team to watch the team. For the Proteas, they have a bit of base here in England and in Birmingham, so they're pretty happy with the support that they have there on the ground. And remember, New Zealand's former player Deepak Patel is also the captain of this particular club, the Berkshire. So that's a big positive for New Zealand, because they can have a lot of inputs about this particular venue and the track that is laid out there from their former player. I did speak to Trent Bolt and ask him that did he share some inputs from Deepak Patel. He said he didn't get an opportunity, but surely he would fall back on him as and when the situation arises or the need arises. But I think we'll have to wait and watch, first of all, for the rain gods to the rain gods have been kind enough for sunshine to come out. Let's keep our fingers crossed at 11 a.m. or around 3:30 p.m. Indian time, when the umpires go out to inspect the wicket, we get to see a good game of the gentlemen's
Absolutely.
game.
So we are keeping fingers crossed. Anil Thomas, thank you so much for joining us from London and sharing all those valuable insights. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Lieutenant General, I remember doing commentary for the New Zealand versus Australia rugby finals in Commonwealth Games 2010 in Delhi. And New Zealand always has a tradition that if they win the gold in rugby, they do the haka dance. But we don't hear similar stuff if they were to win, say, World Cup. If they announce that, who knows, they may win the cup for the first time and do haka.
Hold. New Zealand and Australians are like India and Pakistan.
Yes.
Last World Cup was played there.
Yes.
And you know what is written in the t-shirt of the supporters of New Zealand?
Yes.
We support two teams. Black Caps, of course, and anybody playing against Australia.
Yes.
Wow.
That is the intensity of the rivalry. So when there will be, if New Zealand and Australia match, you will see it will be, probably it will not be like India Pakistan match, but intensity will be as much as India Pakistan
Are you
match.
saying, General?
All tickets will be sold out.
But are you saying intensity of New Zealand and Australia match is more than England Australia?
Of course.
More than England Australia?
Yes. From New Zealand perspective, it is more than that.
ये चीज़ें बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं सामने आई हैं। ये कुछ चीज़ें ऐसे, जैसे ये एक उन लोगों ने जो अपनी टी शर्ट्स पे लिखे थे, ये चीज़ें आई थी जिसकी वजह से पता चला। अदरवाइज ये जो बाहर में हम लोग सभी यही जानते थे कि जो भाई इंग्लैंड और ऑस्ट्रेलिया की जो लड़ाई है वो सामने जैसे हमारा हिंदुस्तान पाकिस्तान को लेके मैचेस
That is the war of the Pacific. That is the Pacific Titans, Pacific Derby. Very intense.
Very nice. But do you think, like Anil was mentioning, that England perhaps prefers soccer over cricket? New Zealand, would rugby be a shade ahead than cricket?
Yeah, rugby is number one. There's
It
just
is.
no doubt about that.
न्यूजीलैंड आई थिंक वो लोग वर्ल्ड चैंपियन भी रहे हुए
हाँ,
हैं,
रग्बी का कई बार।
Yes,
बहुत बारी
yes,
रह
yes.
चुके हैं।
पर क्रिकेट के नहीं रहे जिशान भाई, ये दुख तो होता होगा न्यूजीलैंड को कि इतना अच्छा किया। 92 में भी उन्होंने, अगर आप देखें ग्रुप स्टेज में ऐसे ही था फॉर्मेट, 8 में से 7 मुकाबले जीते थे, 8वां पाकिस्तान से हारे, सेमीफाइनल फिर पाकिस्तान से हारे।
देखिए, हम फुटबॉल के भी वर्ल्ड चैंपियन नहीं रह चुके हैं, ऐसा है हमारे यहाँ। फुटबॉल टीम हमारी बहुत अच्छा खेलती है, बड़े बड़े प्लेयर्स हमारे पास में हैं, बड़े कोचेज आए हुए हैं। लेकिन ये कि भाई हम वो क्रिकेट, लेकिन अभी जो उनकी टीम है ये टॉप 4 में जाने के लिए बहुत मेरे ख्याल से बहुत अच्छी टीम है, जो टॉप 4 में जाने चाहिए इस टीम को। और आगे भी अच्छा अगर करेंगे वो, तो कोई बड़ी बात नहीं है कि वो फाइनल भी खेलने का।
One point you very rightly brought out.
Yes.
Really, New Zealand has reached the semi-finals. This is the 12th World Cup.
Yes.
Out of 11 World Cups, they have reached the semi-finals.
Yes.
Stage 5 times.
Yes.
And finals once.
Yes. Last time.
So they are finalists once.
Yes.
They could put their hand to the, if you call it silver medal, yes.
Yeah.
But none beyond that. They couldn't put their hands in the cup. And just 5 times they lost in the semi-finals.
Yes.
So First two, 75 they were semi-finalists,
Yes.
79 they were semi-finalists. When West Indies won both the
Yes.
times,
Yes.
first time they bet Australia and second time they bet England.
Yes.
New Zealand was one of the team who reached up to the last four.
Yes.
So they have been doing well but slipping out there.
But do you think this team under Kane Williamson is a potential World Cup champion material? Because of the 3 wins that they've had so far, General, they've been not against the top 4 teams. They've won against Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Afghanistan. This perhaps against South Africa could be the real test today.
I had things to score against Anil. Anil was saying India will be second or third. Why didn't he say one anyway?
True.
Right. So, this team has got a potential. Every time you might be having 10 or 11 best players, you still can't win that match. So, it is not just arithmetical progression. There is something else, force multiplier that is required. How did they win in 1992 Pakistan?
Yes.
In the league stage, their
Yes.
conditions were absolutely pathetic. They lost most of the matches, as
Yes.
you know. They won the semi-finals with the
Yes.
skin of the teeth.
Yes.
In the finals, they were absolutely heroes against England. The force multiplier was their present Wazir-e-Azam, Imran Khan. The way he combined the team, he had dual role, of course, making the world champion and making that cancer hospital in the name of his mother.
Yes.
So all these factors. So there has to be a force multiplier in all
Yes.
these things.
Yes. Yes.
Force multiplier for 1993 undoubtedly was Kapil Dev.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely.
Force multiplier in the 2011 was he was not the captain, Sachin Tendulkar, because that was his last World Cup. He played 6 World Cups. Everybody was playing for him that we must send him to the this thing with a World Cup in his hand.
Yes.
So everybody played. So there has to be some adjunct provocation, or there has to be something which turns out to be a force multiplier. ये याद रखना
तो
पड़ता है।
जिशन भाई, क्योंकि आप तो महेंद्र सिंह धोनी के साथ आप खेले भी हैं, क्या इस बार महेंद्र सिंह धोनी एक फोर्स मल्टीप्लायर हो सकते हैं कि लेट इंडिया विन द वर्ल्ड कप दिस टाइम फॉर दिस चैंपियन?
नहीं, वो पिछले 2-3 वर्ल्ड कप से आप देखिए, सिर्फ यही वर्ल्ड कप नहीं, अगर 2011 में भी देखें तो उनके परफॉर्मेंस रहे हैं उस वाले वर्ल्ड कप में भी, तो वो कंटिन्यूएशन में चल रहा है। हाँ, ये ज़रूर है कि वो इस टीम में अगर वो कंटिन्यू कर रहे हैं और जो सपोर्ट उनको मिल रहा है रोहित से और विराट कोहली और ये लोग जो सीनियर प्लेयर्स उनके ऊपर में एक रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दी हुई है, उनकी बातों को सुनते हैं, उनके एक्सपीरियंस को लेते हैं अपनी टीम के हक के लिए, ये एक बहुत प्लस पॉइंट है। और ये ज़रूर है कि धोनी की कुछ बातें ऐसी हैं जो कि अगर वो जहाँ रिव्यू का मामला होता है या किसी बॉलर को हमने देखा है दादा कि बाज़ वक्त तो ऐसा भी हुआ है कि वो कैप्टन को इशारे करते हैं कि इसे रोको, उसको ले आओ बॉल डालने के लिए, कभी कभी ऐसा भी देखा है मैंने।
In Indian dressing room, DRS means what, you know?
Dhoni. Review.
Yes.
The point is, yes, that is of course there. He is
the brain of behind Indian cricket, you know.
Yes.
अभी
brain
आप कह
from
सकते हैं।
instinct, you know. I will not say brain to that extent. His gut feeling, generally it works.
Yes.
Not always, but 70% it works.
90% almost.
Sometimes he wins the toss and asks the opponent to bat, and you have lost that match. There is plethora of examples in the tests also. There are there. Let's not quote those things here.
But could Dhoni
But
be a
yes.
force multiplier this time, like you were mentioning?
Yes, it is. Because everybody else what he is saying, and you also explained it very well. सब कोई उसको लिए खेलेंगे जो इसको वर्ल्ड कप देकर इसको
देके जाना है,
वर्ल्ड
जैसे 11 में खेला था
yes,
तेंदुलकर को
yes,
के लिए कि
yes.
हमें किसी भी हाल में इनको एक
Yes.
वर्ल्ड कप देना है,
Yes.
तो इस बार मेरे को लगता है कि ये सब खेलेंगे।
That will be great. Dhoni will be getting his third World Cup, 2007 T20 World Cup. He
Yes.
was the skipper. 2011 again he was the skipper.
yes.
He hit that sixer of Nuwan Kulasekara out of the one corner to the Arabian Sea.
Yes.
And if he gets it now again, it will be absolutely tremendous.
Wow. Well, winning a World Cup is such a beautiful feeling, and one can only imagine how Clive Lloyd in 75, 79, Kapil Dev in 83, Alan Border in 87 would have felt lifting the World Cup. This is one big feeling, you know. ये महाकुंभ है जो हर 4 साल बाद आता है। वर्ल्ड कप का अपना एक आनंद है।
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
तो आज का जो मुकाबला है न्यूजीलैंड और साउथ अफ्रीका, क्योंकि अभी तो वेट आउटफील्ड के कारण टॉस नहीं हुआ है, लेकिन क्योंकि आप जिशन भाई विकेट कीपर रहे हैं, दोनों टीमों के विकेट कीपर का अगर आकलन करें, न्यूजीलैंड के हैं टॉम लैथम और साउथ अफ्रीका के क्विंटन डे कॉक, विकेट कीपिंग के लिहाज से आप कैसे इन्हें आकलन करेंगे?
अरे दोनों ही अच्छे विकेट कीपर हैं। प्लस पॉइंट सिर्फ एक ये है कि ये क्विंटन डे कॉक बहुत अच्छी बैटिंग करते हैं और कंटिन्यू परफॉर्म भी करते चले आ रहे हैं, उनके वनडे में हो या बाकी इवन के 2020 मैचेस में भी उन्होंने अच्छे रन किया और स्पीड से रन बनाते हैं, जो एक प्लस पॉइंट उनके साथ में है। आमला और उनका जो कॉम्बिनेशन है बहुत अच्छा कॉम्बिनेशन इसीलिए माना जाता है कि आमला बहुत नीचे नीचे आराम से खेलते हैं, एक तरफ विकेट बचा कर रखते हैं और एक तरफ वो हार्ड हिट करते हुए भी रन बनाते हैं और ग्राउंडेड शॉट भी मारते हैं। तो अगर दोनों में आप कंपैरिजन करेंगे तो मेरे ख्याल से क्विंटन डिकॉक थोड़ा सा बेहतर।
पर अब ये ऑलमोस्ट हो गया है कि विकेट कीपर एक बल्लेबाज भी होगा हर एक टीम के लिए, हम देखें
बिल्कुल
तो।
नहीं, अभी विकेट कीपर एक बल्लेबाज भी होगा। अगर हिंदुस्तान की टीम की बात करेंगे तो एक विकेट कीपर फील्डिंग भी प्रैक्टिस करनी पड़ेगी उसे। अगर मान लें कि धोनी जब तक खेल रहे हैं वनडे में और T20 में अगर खेलते रहेंगे ये, तो इन जो दूसरा विकेट कीपर दिनेश कार्तिक होंगे या ऋषभ पंत होंगे उन्हें फील्डिंग प्रैक्टिस भी करनी पड़ेगी। तो एक विकेट कीपर को सिर्फ बैटिंग नहीं, अब फील्डिंग प्रैक्टिस भी करके आने पड़ेंगे, इसलिए कि बाउंड्री लाइन पे भी उन्हें फील्डिंग करना हो सकता है।
Yes, absolutely. Well, General, we'll ask your take also on the wicket keepers, whether it's Alex Carey or some of the others. They also are such good batsmen. But right now we've got the statistics, which gives us head-to-head between the two teams. So this is New Zealand versus South Africa. A total of 70 matches is what they've played in terms of ODI. And as you can see, nothing much separates between the two sides. New Zealand has won 27 of them, which were played in New Zealand. And in South Africa, 24. New Zealand has won 12 of them. And at neutral venues, you've got 7 wins by New Zealand, 12 by South Africa. So at neutral venues, South Africa scores. But not much separates between the two sides. General.
Much, yeah. South Africa has
So
won
it's double,
41.
almost double.
And they have won 24. It's almost double. But the main point which you must know that New Zealand has beaten them more number of times in the World Cup.
Yes.
World Cup they have won 5 and New Zealand could get better of them only twice.
Yes.
But otherwise, South Africa, since the time they came to the
Clive Rice,
came
I
to
remember
the
the Clive Rice,
scene,
the captain.
starting from Kepler Wessels.
Kepler versus
After the Gleneagles, this one, they are the world beaters. Only thing they get choked in the World Cup. Only thing, there are a lot of stories about that. Steve Waugh told Herschel Gibbs, boy, you have dropped the World Cup. So World Cup generally, New Zealand is the hero.
Okay.
And New Zealand has been doing well, but not beyond semi-finals.
So basically, you're saying the way we should analyze these statistics, that overall in the ODIs, maybe South Africa has been dominant, but in World Cup, it's the other way Kiwis doing well.
Exactly. And if you are talking about the wicket keepers, you see Team Latham is a very special wicket keeper. He is one of the Kiwis batsmen who plays Indian spinners, your Kulcha, very well. If you remember the last time they came, Ross Taylor and Team Latham, they scored loads of runs for them.
Yes.
Now, if you are very good against the spinners, you are standing behind the wicket, which side the ball is moving, leg right, then the judgment becomes very important.
Okay.
So Team Latham, don't try and belittle him as a wicket keeper. He's a great wicket keeper.
And
Team
batsman
Latham,
also?
He's a very good batsman, and more importantly, he is a very good bat against the spin bowling, whether wrist or the finger spin. Quinton de Kock, you remember he came into the international cricket playing against India, getting 300s in
Yes.
first 3 matches
Yes.
in South Africa. But he has not performed to that extent thereafter. His first season was the best. But still and that country has produced tremendous wicket keepers, starting from the present chairman of the present secretary of the ICC, Dave Richardson, onwards, number of good wicket keepers.
Yes.
So the point is, and you are talking very right, wicket keepers are good batsmen. Just shift your attention 5 years back. We talk about Kumara Sangakkara, they are all members of 11,000 club, 12,000 club. They are great batsmen and very good wicket keeper. Our Mahendra Singh Dhoni, talk about Adam Gilchrist, Brendan McCullum of New Zealand. So all of them are there. This trend is there for the last about 10-15 years.
Yeah.
The wicket keepers is one of the best batsmen of the team.
Absolutely. We've got one more statistics. Let's analyze what these figures have to say. So this is the result of the last 5 ODIs that have been played between New Zealand and South Africa. And South Africa won by 4 wickets in 2017 match played at Hamilton. New Zealand won the next one in Christchurch. South Africa, New Zealand, South Africa. So between the two sides, especially in the last 5 ODIs, General.
But this is the thing to be seen. This is a great series between South Africa to New Zealand. When South Africa went to New Zealand, It was absolutely a ding-dong battle. Hamilton, Christchurch, Wellington, Seton Park, and finally Auckland was the last match.
Final
when it
match.
became 3-2. South Africa won the series 3-2.
Yes, Auckland was the final match.
This was one of the most contested one-day series in the last 10 years out of the two countries. So this is a very, very important
एंड
slide.
साउथ अफ्रीका इवेंचुअली वर्ल्ड डोमिनेंट तो जिशान भाई यानी वर्ल्ड कप के बाहर साउथ अफ्रीका का दबदबा इस सीरीज में भी देखने को मिला।
नहीं बिल्कुल, अगर स्टैटिस जो हमारे स्टैटिस्टिशियन ने दिए हैं यहाँ पे, आप उसी हिसाब से देखें कि 42 मैचेस जीता हुआ है उन्होंने, 27, तो ऑलमोस्ट वो बिल्कुल बहुत दूर का
क्योंकि
फासला
पेपर
है।
पे दोनों साइड्स बराबर दिखती हैं। पेपर में अगर इनके पास केन विलियमसन है तो इनके पास आज की तारीख में फैफ डु प्लेसी है। एबी डिविलियर्स की कमी खलती है, अगर एबी डिविलियर्स आ जाएं तो साउथ अफ्रीका फिर डोमिनेंट दिखती है।
नहीं देखें, उसमें एक चीज़ मैं बताऊँ, पेपर की बात कर रहे हैं तो पेपर में इनके जो साउथ अफ्रीका के जो प्लेयर्स हैं वो हमेशा फ्रंट पेज पे ज़्यादा रहते हैं और न्यूजीलैंड के जो प्लेयर्स हैं वो
Low
बैक
profile,
पेज में
low
या
profile
कहीं
लगते हैं।
पीछे की तरफ उनके रहते हैं ज़्यादा। लेकिन अगर एज ए प्लेयर की बात करेंगे आप, तो जो अभी टीम है न्यूजीलैंड की, जो बॉलिंग अटैक उनके पास में बोल्ट और साउथी और इन लोगों के जो कॉम्बिनेशन के हिसाब से बैटिंग लाइनअप जो उनकी है बहुत ही
आप
अच्छी
कह रहे
है।
हैं आज की तारीख में शायद न्यूजीलैंड का भी थोड़ा एज दिखता है।
You see, New Zealand's team, especially the one day, and I will say one day in the test matches, they took an upward turn since the time Brendan McCullum took over the captaincy.
Yes, you're right.
Brendan McCullum's captaincy was instrumental in taking them to the finals in the last World Cup. Of course, you can say it was played in their country. In 1992 also, it was played in their country. He was the man behind playing aggressive cricket, go and score in the power play. Martin Guptill used to, well, you get out, doesn't matter. And what opening partnership, Martin Guptill and Brendan McCullum.
Yes.
That used to be the opening partnership.
Yes.
Till about last 1.5 years. So Brendan McCullum is the man who took the team to that level. When we can say New Zealand is barabar nahi, they are much better than India.
Yes.
Otherwise, there's no question of
Right.
you
नहीं,
see
एक
comparing
वक्त याद
these
था
two
मुझे-
teams till about last 4 years. In the last 4 years, only New Zealand has really improved in leaps and bounds.
जैसे मुझे याद पड़ा दादा कि एक वक्त ऐसा भी था, ग्रेट बैच ओपन करने आते थे
जी 92 में।
उस वक्त, और वो जो पीरियड था वो वही पीरियड था जो चेंज कर रहा था वनडे के सारे इसको 15 ओवर के
My
मैचेस को।
great batch, Ken Rutherford.
Rutherford,
and
great
you are
batch.
taking us to
92
even
नो 94 95 की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं,
Nine-
उस वक्त जब कालू वितरना से पहले की बात
हाँ।
करना हूँ।
In fact, in 87 also, Ken Rutherford,
He
great
played.
batch, they played.
Hmm.
In that Nagpur one day, in which you had two men of the match, Sunil Gavaskar and Chetan Sharma. Chetan Sharma got a hat-trick. Rutherford was the first one. Second one, the wicketkeeper Ian Smith, he was also very good bat.
Yes.
And third one was
Chatfield.
Ewan Shatterfield, the Richard Headley's opposite and bowling partner. They took. They are bits and pieces, but South Africa has been a great team. But what Amit said, the team gets downloaded 25% the moment AB de Villiers left.
Yeah.
Like Kapil Dev's replacement, see, frankly speaking, we haven't been able to find till today. कभी बीच में इरफान पठान को मिला था, उसको तो ग्रेग चैपल खत्म करके चला गया।
बिल्कुल।
हाँ वो अच्छा
उसको
खासा
बैटिंग करा के खत्म
तो
कर
बोला
दिया।
बैटिंग करा के सिर्फ नहीं, वन डाउन जाओ, पिंच हिटर बनो। अरे ही इज अ लेफ्ट आर्म बॉलर ऑफ द, well, you remember that ball of Irfan Pathan by which he bowled Michael Clark in his first tour in 2003 Australian tour. What a player he was. But ये तो ग्रेग चैपल ने खत्म कर दिया. What I'm saying, such legends replacement is very difficult to get. आज हम लोग मिल रहे हैं हार्दिक पांड्या, कपिल देव मिल
कपिल
गया.
उनकी जो
कपिल
बात
देव
थी,
खुद
उनके-
बोला बच्चे के ऊपर प्रेशर
Yes,
मत डालो.
absolutely.
He will not be like me. He will be
Yes.
much better than me.
Yes.
And that is Kapil Dev's magnanimity. But एक इतना बड़ा खिलाड़ी के बाद किसी को मिलना बहुत मुश्किल होता है. एंड बॉथम्स के बाद अच्छा फ्लिंटॉफ मिल गया. तो point is everybody has got its own limit, own this thing.
Right. Of
Bill.
course, the question that comes to our mind is that Kapil Dev, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, will Virat Kohli score a hat-trick for India by lifting the World Cup 2019? It's a long journey still for India, but as our guest said that, there can be impact on different teams. Like Brendan McCullum had an impact on New Zealand. Now you have a very aggressive opener in Martin Guptill. Also, one statistics that stands in his name as far as World Cup is concerned, he has the highest individual score in World Cup. He and Gale are the only two double century makers. Could we have a third double century maker in ICC Cricket World Cup 2019? All this and more questions we'll continue to ask our guest and I'm sure that you're enjoying the edition of World Cup Adda. That is where we'll stop for now, but we will certainly be joined by both our guests in a short while from now. Thank you very much, Lieutenant General Zishan Bhai, for this
Thank you.
discussion.
Thank you
Thank you
very
very much.
Thank you, Amit.